Good morning, motherfuckers. I had to make sure that the chat was peasant, meaning non-paid, because the last thing I wanted to see is money coming across and be like, oh my God, he's double dipping. He's screwing his people. Do you know how many people I hear try to mimic the show? Look, if you want to go live, that's fine. The key to going live and making money is being consistent. And if you're going to do one show a week, stick to that and don't divert from that. But if you go away, people are just going to forget about you. If it's a schedule you can count on, people will appreciate that. So going forward, I'm going to make sure that Tuesdays and Sundays are for talking shit, and then Wednesdays and Saturdays are for that dating channel. So what's up, guys? How was your Christmas? Hopefully your wife got you exactly what you wanted. A K&N cold air intake, AEM, a wideband for your Coyote Mustang. Not that it already has two. I thought you liked this kind of stuff, papi. I don't know. Just here's the fucking money. I'm actually kind of happy, secretly happy. The stimulus package is going nowhere. Because initially it was $600. Then Trump was like, nah, fuck that. Give me 2,000 and cut the pork. But I guess the cut the pork part, people were just like, oh, $2,000? Okay. And they just like kept the pork in it. And I'm like, no. He wants you to cut the, oh my God. And I'm kind of happy about that because every ricer is counting on government money to hook up their Mustang. Good morning, everybody. 3 inches long and hating life in the house. So what happened during the first round of stimulus shit? Everybody bought the Engage and Flex tunes. We appreciate that. Thank you very much. But the problem is, once you got that, you were done. You were like, oh shit, Holmes, I don't got no more money. So then they were kind of, hey, Alex, can I send you a data log of the E85R tune? I'm like, sure, we already logged it, and I gave you the go-ahead, and it looked really good. It's seeing 30, 31 degrees. Yeah, but I think it could do better. Based on what? Based on what do you think the E85R tune can do better? Let me guess. What you read on Mustang 6G. Let me guess what your boy runs at the track with his base Mustang, and you're a premium Mustang that weighs a couple 100 pounds more, and you're a fat fucking slob, and you weigh 350 pounds, and your boy, like someone like Zane is skinny as fuck, weighs $160, if that. Oh, my boy's beating me, and I don't know why. 'Cause you're fat. So therein lies the issue I see a lot with Mustang guys. New Mustang guys. I'm saying guys that just got into the game like just recently. And they have been okay with just gutting the shit out of their Mustangs. Like right off the rip. Now the reason I didn't want to do the NA stuff with the red car, because I knew it would require weight reduction. And those are very expensive modifications. K-member front and rear bar, lightweight wheels, lightweight brakes, lightweight everything. But you guys are like, no. Just gut everything inside. And I'm like, I removed the passenger seat and I felt like a fucking douchebag. I feel so stupid when I go somewhere and I don't have a passenger seat in the car. If I go on a date, I'm like, I'm a fucking retard. Look at me. I am 42 years old driving around with no passenger seat. The fuck? What am I, ready to gap fools in my NA Mustang? That's really stupid. Why not just have 1,000 horsepower on tap, fully loaded, comfortable, and fuck that shit up? Why? A lot of people like the naturally aspirated game. And the thing that surprises me the most is you guys think that's cheaper. NA guys think it's cheaper when it's been proven 1,000 times the bang for the buck is boost. You save up, leave the car stock, save up for a year or two, boost it 10 PSI, and it'll run 10s right off the rip. Not a problem. You don't have to fuck with the trans, fuck with the converter. It might not even have to fuck with the axles or much exhaust work. And it's a 10-second car. And that costs you $5,800 to $6,500 for a Paxton or a used VMP or a used Whipple, boosted pump, and some race gas. Meanwhile, you're out there putting cams, Cobra Jet, weight reduction, gutting it, tin can, removing the AC, removing the wipers, removing everything. And I'm like, that is for what? To say because it's all motor? I guess so. So that's what I'm doing with the red car. I'm just like, fuck it. Let me just do it for an experiment. Once it runs 10s, the way it sits, meaning no Cobra Jet, no porting no porting anywhere. No porting is going to happen on this car ever. I'm going to run it on the 350 intake manifold, the 350 throttle body, the Steeda cold air, headers, a little bit of parts. And once the weather's really nice now, it's in the 50s. I think the car will run like an 11.2, 11.1. And then I got to work on maybe launching the car with a trans brake, and the 60 foot, that's where all the magic happens. But a lot of guys out there are doing Honda shit. What's the first thing people do with a $1,200 check? He's like, and Zane said, I'm 180 pounds. Damn, I mean, you look like 160. No offense. God damn it, I got something in my eyeball. So what's the first thing a Mustang owner does? Let's say a brand new 2020 base non-performance package, 18-inch wheel, 245, 50s all the way around, badass shit. What's the first thing a Mustang owner does? They take it to someone like, what's his name? Aces Performance and Exhaust over in Pasadena. I think they're still in Pasadena. I'm not 100%. AKA Mexican Racing League. And they go, Orale Holmes, can you cut the cats off? Like, they want you to sawzall the cats off. I'm like, no, that's not how it works. One of them is attached to the manifold. Oh, shit, Holmes. Maybe I got to wait for the stimulus check to get headers. And then you get headers that don't have rear O2 bungs. And then, do I need a tune for that? Yeah, you need a tune for that, bro, because your O2s are, oh, shit, it's a stock car. Okay, how much is a tune? And then Brian Luna's like, this is how much it's for a Lund tune. Oh, you guys got a firm? Or or whatever. I don't got any money. So they go, you know what? Let me not do that. Let me go to my boy's shop and we'll cut the cats off ourselves. And then they gut the car because they go to Mustang 6G and find out, oh, I can save 150 pounds in weight reduction. They gut the car. They dump the car right after the stock manifolds. Then when they can upgrade, they upgrade to the loudest, dumbest, shittiest exhaust on the planet. Corsa gaze, blow flows, suck hards. I mean, all that bullshit exhaust that is loud. And you're like, oh man, I get it. Look, I get it. I was 21 a long time ago. And I'm like, Flowmaster 2 chambers were the thing to have. Old school Flowmaster 2 chambers were the thing to have. But when I listen to Flowmaster 2 chambers, they sound good on a Fox body. I'm like, with some headers, a little H-pipe action, that with a B-cam, that sounded, in my opinion, good. When I hear Corsa fuck my asses or Magna shits, I go, what the fuck? Are you guys think that sounds good? Blow flows, pipes violators, fuck your eardrumsers, Oh, here at American Muscle, we have a new exhaust. It's called Fuck Your Ears in the Ass Fuck Hards. But you can vary the sound. You can either fuck your ears up or explode your asshole, depending on the frequency you make with this adjustable thing. And I'm like, oh. So I don't want to say I don't co-sign. Because honestly, the more I look at those red eyes, the more I look at a white red eye, the more appealing it becomes. Because it is fucking fast. It is comfortable. It will rape stock for stock. Bet me on that shit. Stock for stock with grip. It will rape a GT500. And it's about 10 to 15 or maybe $20,000 cheaper. Now, the problem with buying any Dodge product is your shit's going to get stolen. The hood is going to know you got a Charger. For whatever reason, Dodge has somehow marketed those cars to hood-ass motherfuckers. Like guys that talk all that shit, do burnouts for no reason, like absolutely no reason. Hey, you're in the middle of traffic and you just decide to do a sideshow for everybody just for the hell of it. Okay, so that's what I gotta contend with. Do I want to be in that? Because the problem is once you buy a car, you automatically become part of you automatically become part of the clique. Someone said 2-chamber tetanus. Dodge Hellcat for the win. Absolutely. If I can get myself into a white red eye. And leave the exhaust alone, maybe some header Z85 and some boost, boop, and make 800, 900. I already makes 800. If I can make, 900 wheel automatic on E85, that not a daily, it's just a big, nice, beautiful toy, and leave it stock looking. That to me is sex. But Mustang guys are out there signing Affirm accounts, hey Holmes, I'm only 21. I don't got a lot of credit. But I hear you bought a house. So that means you got credit. Can you co-sign my Affirm account? Co-sign your Affirm account? Yeah, I need a lawn engage, headers, and I need to cap some fools, and I'm going to gut the car. And I'm going to buy some Family Dollar Stars. Family Dollar Stars? Yeah, Family Dollar Stars. VMSs. Oh, shit. Dude, they're Honda guys. They're legit Honda guys. And it sucks because you are automatically put into that category. I was going to go on a date with a girl, and she's like, oh, what kind of cars do you have? I was like, oh, Fords. I'm almost embarrassed to say Ford Mustang because she was hip to the car game. So I was like, oh, I'm a Ford guy. She goes, oh yeah, what do you got? And I'm like, oh, I got a Fairmont. Yeah, we got a Fairmont. That's pretty good. She goes, oh, okay. Anything else? I'm like, Mustang. Mustang? Oh, you're going to run into crowds? One of those loud cars, all those stupid kids in my neighborhood fucking revs his engine in the morning for no reason? Yeah, that car. So you become part of the clique, whether you want to or not. And new Mustang guys are making the car become a ricer vehicle, just like the Hood is making Dodge Charger, Challengers, Hellcats, all those cars become Hood vehicles. You go to the Hood, you go to the fucking Hood, there's donks, Chargers. And if they got some money, like if they're hustling, they got a demon. Not even like a regular RT. They got a demon. And I'm like, Jesus Christ. So that I don't want to be like, I can't afford a Porsche, but the problem is then you become a Porsche fucking homo. What vehicle can you get? What vehicle do you guys know that is absolutely not hated on by anybody, is universally respected? A Grand National. I'm old. A Grand National is the only vehicle that I look at and I go, respect. Like, instant respect. Not because it's fast, because it's a rare vehicle. It's cool. It was built in 87 and it has a fucking turbo 3.8. 3.8 or 4.3? Think a 3.8. Correct me if I'm wrong. And it was a fast vehicle for its time. It was the fastest vehicle around. And that's the CTSV. That's true. You're right. CTSV are the other vehicles that I look at and I go, can't fuck with it. Got money. Homeboy got money. Things are good. And it's fast. So you get instant respect. You don't go, you're a ricer. Bitch is expensive. And if it's fast and it's chopping, you go, fuck, that is badass. Just for the love of God, take off the yellow shipping protectors. Oh, that I'm telling you, that Terminators are not universally respected. Every guy that owned a Terminator back in its day had the Pamela Anderson barbed wire tattoo. He had some, a college he didn't go to shirt, football, like, Clemson, Alabama, but he's in fucking Washington. Those guys were king douchebags. Every Terminator owner back in their day were king douchebags, just like Shelby owners are now. Yeah, I'm a Shelby owner, but I'm not a typical Shelby owner. You wouldn't catch me dead at a Shelby meet where those guys didn't have badass performance exhaust or a race. I will absolutely go just to be like, I'm going to stunt on you motherfuckers. Oh, you got a super snake? Well, yeah, beat this. Here's section 8. Why'd you do that? The originality went away. Oh, yeah. Who gives a shit? I don't know any other vehicle that is respected universally than like a GN or a CTSV. I loved it when someone said Terminator. You are smoking the big dick. Would you think that you look at a Terminator and automatically think respect? Not many Mustangs I look at and you go respect. Like, damn, that shit is like maybe a Celine S351. But the problem, there's not that many of them and they're very much out of range. And that was like a vehicle that I still to this day covet. Like a 99 S351 would be so badass. But there's not enough of them to say there's those type of guys. But you get 2-valve guys, 4-valve Cobra guys, 4-valve guys, 3-valve guys, Coyote guys, and now new Mustang guys are literally Honda guys. It's sad. Supra. Get the fuck out of here, Supra. Everyone looks at a Supra and thinks it makes 1100 wheel. Everyone looks at a Supra and goes, oh, that makes 1100 wheel. And I'm like, actually, no, a bone stock 18 Mustang. Actually, the new Supras are starting to probably get that rep of being pretty badass because a DCT Supra has been 8s. Has a DCT GT500 been 8s? No, because Ford fucked that up. Ford thinks we want a road race. Hey, Ford. We don't want a road race. If you sell the car in America, sell it with a track package. Gut it from the factory so that people can say it's gutted like that from the factory, and sell it with a drag package. Do not give us dumbass performance pack turning shits, and then what people are going to do? They make it into drag cars. Blows my fucking mind that Ford is still not releasing drag packages. Dodge sells a 1320 edition Challenger, and I saw it at the track running 11 4s, I think stock. This car had the ugliest, stupidest paint job. It said 1330 burp derp deedle derp, but it was running 11.5, 11.4. Fucking motherfuckers up. I'm like, for stock? That's pretty impressive. Okay, I'll talk some shit because I want to take a little bit of a rant out of the way. But yeah, new Mustang guys are basically racers, Honda guys, and they go on YouTube, get the camo wrap, they gut their car, then they say their tuner's the best. No, motherfucker. Your car's gutted. Your car's king daddy gutted. What I want to do, I'm going to be a petty asshole if this channel takes off. If this channel, 64 Impala, you're 100% right. Oh, okay. Paul Monaco says the new Supra has a ZF 8-speed. My mistake. I thought it was a DCT. So it's not that impressive. It's not that impressive anymore. I thought it was a DCT. Who gives a fuck? It's just a regular auto. So, what was I fucking gonna say? God damn it. I forgot. I totally forgot. AC Cobra. Yeah. AC Cobras you look at and you go, respect. Now, guys aren't typically douchebags. The problem with AC Cobras is I've never met a guy that's a legit, and again, we live in America. We're drag racers. I'm telling you, I've never met a Cobra guy, personally, that made one fucking fast. Like, scary. Oh my God, it makes 1,000 wheel and I'm gonna die, to showcase what a really lightweight car that can kill you and you can become a dot on a rock somewhere because you're going so fast and there's no safety mechanism, what it can do. I'd love to be able to afford an AC Cobra, put 1,000 wheel Coyote in it, and then go to the track and run like a 8-second quarter mile. People be like, what the fuck? Yes, you can do that, but I haven't met anyone that's willing to do it. Number one, it's very expensive. And two, the balls to do it. Oh, what I was saying is if this channel takes off, I'm going to become a fucking petty ass hoe. And I'm going to break every single record there is on the planet. I'm going to break the stock tune Mustang record. I'm going to break the stock tune nitrous Mustang record. I'm going to break the stock tune, boy, what can I do that the tune doesn't change, but I can set records in? I can the stock tune half mile record, the stock tune mile record. I'm going to leave the Ford tune in it, somehow trick the computer to still be able to go over like 7,500 RPMs without putting a tune in it, so I can say stock tune. Be total petty shit. I think there was a quick one on the drag weeks. Maybe I'm tripping. I haven't seen. I'm saying 8s. Because the overall S550 stick shift record is still owned by a GT350 and that Fat House built. It was like an 870 car. Let me see. This is the record that I kind of get. And Mr. Askey, one of our customers, is close to running 8s in his stick shift Mustang. Let me see. A-second GT350. And I think it was built by Fat House Fab. And it was a fucking, runs 8-second quarter mile S550 stick shift record. Yeah, let me see if this is him right here. Shout out to Fat House Fab. This was in July 31st, 2019. Let's get right to the meat of it. Look at that. It's got Motec. It's got everything. But who gives a fuck? You cannot take away from this vehicle because it has Motec. That is stupid to do. That is, guys, that is man shit. That is man shit. Woof. Woo. Shout out to Fat House. Look at the mile an hour on that hoe. 140 60 foot, 865, 163. This, I believe, still is the overall record. Yep, that's the only record that matters. Everything else is gay shit, in my opinion. Everything else is gay shit, in my opinion. Alex, I'm welling and I don't give a fuck. I'm welling and I don't give a fuck, okay? 96 Impala SS, 0304 Marauder. Get the fuck out of here with a Marauder. Every time I saw people buy a Marauder, I'm like, you stupid ass, you bought a taxi cab. Stupid. Hey, you know, Marauders are respected vehicles. They have the same things as Code Motors. Stupid. Get the fuck out of here, you taxi having ass motherfucker. Stupid. Stupid piece of shit. Stupid. Junk ass, dumb ass piece of shit Marauder. Stupid. Fuck out of here. Fuck out of here. Stupid. Dumb Marauder. Marauder? It's respected. Shut the fuck up, you taxi having ass peasant. Fuck out of here. He said Marauder. Piece of shit ass taxi. Fuck out of here with your black taxi. Oh my God. ZR1. ZR1. Respect. Instant respect. Z06s. I think Z06s are bordering on Terminator guys. You know what I'm saying? Viper or C7 ZR1 King Daddy stick cars. Respect. Respect. Some motherfucker said Marauder. Set me off on a tangent. But you think a Grand National is respect? Is trailer trash. Bullshit. Every single time. If you're a car guy and you look at a Grand National that's clean and you go, respect. You look at a Marauder, you're like, a taxi. How come you didn't stop? The 87 Grand National in its day was the quickest car coming out of the big three. What the fuck was the Marauder when it came out? Just as quick as a cop car. Just as quick as a taxi. Fuck out of here with the Marauder. Monty 540 says, good morning, Mr. Alex. He said a Marauder. See, I'm not a Ford queer nut-hugging blowhard. Ford has some shit-ass vehicles. And the Marauder is one of them. Simply one of them. Goddamn, I thought you were going easy on Sundays. You're ripping. How much coffee you had? Not much. By the way, shout out to FIC with the data match technology. Don't you love how in the middle of like live streams like Ben Shapiro, he's like, you know what I hate? I hate Marauders. You know what I also hate? Bad injector data. So I go with FIC injectors to have the best data in them. I'm like, what the fuck did you just do? You just parlayed into a commercial like that? GMC Cyclone, yes, respect. Typhoon, respect. Oh, they're trailer park trash. Asshole. It's not a Marauder. Old school Monte Carlo. No, I don't. Matt Jones says Grand National is a Buick Regal. Now you're stupid. So what is a Marauder? A Marauder is a shit ass Crown Vic. You know, someone up north used to call them a Jew canoe. And you know what? The more I looked at it, I'm like, you're not wrong. These kids have no idea how badass the Grand National was. Here we go. Come on. Let's go back in history. Grand National. Let's talk about the Grand National, because if someone thinks it's trailer park track, you are a stupid ass motherfucker. You coming in a little too high power with that bullshit. Do you know what I'm saying?
Check this out, fool. You coming a little too high.
Buick Grand National. Okay. Grand National, blah, 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 da, 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 da. I'm just looking for like a Wikipedia. The Buick Grand National is the ultimate 1980s muscle car. No, it's trailer park trash, according to some peasant on my chat. He said it's trailer park trash. Doug DeMuro, good guy. Love his reviews and stuff.
This is a 1987 Buick Grand National.
Apparently, they say it's trailer trash.
And it is one of the coolest cars of the 1980s.
No, Doug DeMuro, the Marauder.
It was based on the boring old Buick Regal that they sold from 1978 to 1987, but this was no Regal. It was really a muscle car, and it was a subtle performance car that you didn't realize was fast until it was beating you.
Yeah, Doug DeMuro, good one, great line. So guys, get educated before you get on my show and talk out of your cocksucker and say that a Marauder is respected. Gran Torino is an OG. You crazy, Alex. Gran Torino's fine. I got no issue with Gran Torinos. I like Gran Torinos. We already talked about the GMC Typhoon and Cyclone. Grand National was clapping up Vets, Camaros, Mustangs, everything back in his day. I'm not much of a Ford guy, but I appreciate you know cars, you knowledge, cool stuff, you know your shit. I'm okay. Actually, Fox, T-Type GM or WE6 or I forget. There was another one that was like a lightweight T-Type that was like sought after. I forget. It's like WE something. I'm not 100% exactly what it was. SRT4 Neon. My favorite thing to talk about neon guys is when they said, no, it's an SRT4. I'm like, bitch, it's a neon. It's not a neon. He said Taurus SHO, mic drop. You're smoking crack. Now, the one with the Yamaha engine was cool, but I don't look at it and go, respect. I don't look at a GN. I don't look at a Taurus and I go, respect. I go, damn, it's still driving? Oh, the motor didn't blow up? It didn't chuck a rod? You know? No. But Mustangs are fast becoming cars that you don't respect. You respect the fact that they can be quick. You respect the fact that you can tune them and go fast at a reasonably price. And that's why Honda types buy them. You can get them for 28 to 32 base model. You can tune, weight reduction, exhaust, and E85 away from 10s. Right? But decent amount of weight reduction. But then you hit a wall. Once you hit 10s, unless you go crazy weight reduction, exotic fuels, the Mustang really isn't going to perform that much better than a Gen 2 or a Gen 1 because everyone hits a wall once they get into the 10s. And then they go nitrous, then they blow it up, then they go to their service guy and they hook them up with another motor, then they go boost, then they go return style fuel system budget. I tell them it sucks dick, it cocks. That fuel system sucks cocks in dicks, and they're like, oh, but this company said this company sells products. They don't know shit about products. You need to buy a 4 Innovations fuel system, plain and simple. I want to get a 4 Innovations fuel system for the white car, but then I started thinking, for what? For what? To make yet another useless race car? No, thank you. GTRs are respected. I know a lot of people hate on the GTRs, but they are respected. And yes, the RX-7 is also respected because you go, wow, I mean, it's not fast by any means, but it is respected. So you don't look down at an RX-7 guy. I got smoked in my 3-valve by SRT4 back in the day. Super embarrassing. GN is gapping fools today. You'll still see it on racing channels like 660s, Cash Days. You are damn skippy. And again, if this channel fucking... I am doing cool old shit. Fuck buying the new clout cars, 20 GT500, new Corvette. Fuck those. I'm going to go back. I'm going to buy a GN, hook that bitch up. The sound. Have you heard what a fully built GN sounds like? It is so distinctive. It sounds like a tractor. And every time you go to the track, you turn around when you hear that noise. You go, woof, what is that noise? Let me see. Making an 875. Damn. Listen to how every time I heard a Grand National take off, my eyes fucking, what the hell was that? Oh, look at this car. How can you not? It almost looks like almost. This car's a good game. Let's see here. Get up on the chip. Woo-wee! And the funny thing is, see this car down the track. It ran exactly the mileage. Fairmont ran. So I'm like, all right, I guess my car looks like that. It's pretty cool. But look, how can you say of Grand National's trailer park trash? You fucking crazy. Marauder having ass. Get the fuck out of here. Dodge Daytona. For me, a C6 ZR1 is King Daddy. Paul Monaco says 911 Turbo. The Mustang 2. Chevelle or Donkmaster wheels. How about a 2020 Mustang GT with a 2-valve swap? Oh my God. Here we go with the bullshit. I can't. Homeboy want to talk to me. I can't talk to anybody right now. It's a Peasant Regal. Mid-90s Turbo Supra is a Mitsubishi VR3 3000s. Okay, let's stop. We're not playing Gran Turismo. We're not playing fucking Gran Turismo. I never respected a mid-90s Supra, and I never respected a 3000 GT. It was rare. What are you going to say now? A Talon, a TSI, an Eclipse GST or some shit like that? You're going to start, or GSX, I mean, you're going to start basically naming every bitch-ass car in Gran Turismo or Forza. Get the fuck out of here with your 90s. Well, Lightnings are shit. Lightnings are trash. Every Lightning except Gen 1 Lightnings. Gen 1 Lightnings you look at and you go, look at that little thing. You look at the other Lightnings, you're like, look at that hunk of shit that ran 14s with a supercharger and a fucking 5.4. Fuck out of here. Alex is turning in the back in my day meme guy. You guys, because a lot of young guys watch this channel, right? My core group are like 18 to like 30-year-olds, and then you sprinkle in some 40-year-olds. And if I get a Fox body, a notch, 85, 86 notch, put a 92 or 90s, 87 and 93 short block in it, heads, cam, intake, and stick shift my way into the 10s, people are going to go, I thought that's only possible now. I'm like, no, back then it was being done. And I would love to do it with that era's technology. Meaning, don't put on a newer turbo, don't put on anything. Just build it as if you were building it in 1997, 1998 with the parts available back then. And then see what the cars can do. And people will be like, confused. Like, I thought only Corvettes could do that. I thought only C6 Z06s are badass shit. Garage Junkie says, I'm the sprinkled in 40-year-old. Exactly. C4 vet. Yikes. Big Daddy Trucker. Good morning, Alex. Good morning, Big Daddy Trucker. Plymouth Roadrunner was my favorite back in the day. Fuck, I'm sprinkled in, says Awakened Evil. They have no idea, Alex. And I hate to sound like that, but I have the modern vehicles, and I think you can make power so easy. But when I think back to what cars were running in the 90s and early 2000s with that era's technology, I go, you could do that like a Grand National with some old shit ass technology can straight get it. And you were like, God damn, this was such a cool thing. And then now people go, oh, I can't believe, they go, what a world. I can't believe with certain mods, your cars can go 9s easy. I'm like, I remember naturally aspirated cars in the 80s were setting some kind of, I remember there was like a small block Ford. I forget exactly where, there's probably no video of it, but it was like a small block Ford stick shift running like 9s. And I was like, God damn. And it was high winding, 8,000 plus RPM, small block Ford. And I was like, it was just super impressive back then. The Danimal says, I like the Typhoon and the Cyclone too. I would love to get myself a Cyclone, a Chevy, a GM, is it GMC or Chevy? I think it's GMC Cyclone. A GMC Cyclone. Guys, wouldn't you love if this channel got its shit? Hold on, let me go. 1080p monitor. Right. If this channel took off and I bought this and I coyote swapped it, I coyote swap this, keep it 4-wheel drive, people will go, what, you fucking asshole, you're such a douchebag. And I'm like, yeah, you damn Skippy, I'm a fucking douchebag. I would totally desecrate this truck with a coyote swap, keep it 4-wheel drive, and get after it. Oh my God, it would be amazing. It would piss off so many people. Oh, so many people. It'd become useless. Oh my God, I'm getting texted up the ass. Okay. 12 to 13 Boss 302. Yeah, okay. Now let's talk about Mustangs that are respected. Mustangs. I don't know many people that desecrate a 12 to 13 Boss 302. Like, they don't desecrate it. They don't fuck it up. A Laguna Seca. Oh my God. You get me a silver Laguna Seca with the ugly red wheels. Oh my God, I'm in. Only because it was so ugly. It took off. You just bought like the baddest GT500 on earth. Believe it or not, that's my regular job doing that. 100%. The vehicle that I bought, the Section 8, that is 100% my regular day job that allowed me to the flexibility to buy that car. The other cars are channel cars. All those other cars are channel cars. Actually, no, because the red car, I bought it from VMP, and I took that and put it in the Fairmont. That's all my money. That's all. Yeah, I mean, the only channel car right now, the only channel car is probably the red car, because it's directly funding the builds, and Section 8 was bought with my money. 69 Mach 1. Okay, guys. Okay. Let's relax here. Let's talk relevant vehicles. Don't talk to me about a 69 Mach 1. Don't talk to me about a 60s 302. Don't talk to me about a Camry. Don't talk to me about any of that shit. I am talking Fox body and up. Because I don't, no offense to 60s and 70s stuff, I don't care about that era. That era does not turn me on. If I go to a car show, I totally bypass those years. Not that I don't respect them. I just can't relate. I didn't live in that era, so I don't get it. Fox body to current, I'm all about that shit, except 2 valves and 3 valves. They're gay as fuck, and you should feel bad if you owned one, and I did own one. P&P Performance says, Boss 32 guys are the guys that used to buy the GT500s to let them sit and now moved on since all the young kids are ruining them. GT500s are being bought up by young kids and they're being fucking ruined. And the funny thing is, when somebody fully builds a GT500 and then all of a sudden they get beat by like a GT, like a Gen 3 GT, they go, wait a minute. I go, yeah. If you want to go fast, GTs are where it's at. Coyotes simply make more power with boost. And people are confused. Well, what? I don't know. I love the S351. Thank the Danimal and I. The Danimal and I were right here. Yes, 93 Cobra R, 93 Cobra, 93 Cobra R, 93 Cobra, any Celine, like a Celine SSE. You look at these cars and you look back and you're like, this was legit. Again, this is for us old folk. This was the kind of car that you were like, this shit is pretty fucking legit. I think some of them were supercharged, and I forget which ones were supercharged. But yeah, some of them came with a supercharger. And I mean, this car in its day was King Daddy. Then we're talking 93 Cobra R. You don't see them on the road though. That's the thing. Like you see Grand Nationals on the road. You see low. Oh man, just got my dick hard. Man, look at this thing. I know. We're old. I get it. The young guys are like, this is stupid. I don't get it. I'm like, yeah, okay, whatever. And then the Celine S351, the 99, because it had the more modern headlights, to me is still one of those cars that is a bucket list car. I think some of them had center exhaust. And the center exhaust was desirable to me right here. So yeah, it's one of those vehicles that I look at and respect. And again, C6ZR1, all those cars, I 100% respect. But the Mustang is becoming just the Ricer Honda boy shit. You know what I mean? Ashley Fox says, SVO Fox. They're not respected. You look at them and you're like, oh, okay. The funny thing is, the SVO Fox was at one point quicker and faster than the V8 version of the Mustang that year. And I believe it was 1986. So 1986. Oh, stupid. SVO Mustang. So the 1986 SVO Mustang was, it was a, 4-cylinder turbo, intercooled, cool little car, 5 lug. And the reason it's an 86 is because these lights are flush. And I think 85 and 84, these lights were recessed a little bit. So let's go back one year.
This is how you beat your 30 years, huh? Piece of
no,
shit.
85, they were 80. No, see, it's weird. They're showing this one as flush, but this one as recessed. 84 to 86. So I think 86 had the flush. It is ugly as sin, but you knew by the back, the dual tailpipes, the wheels, 5 lug. It was a cool car to swap back in the day. Back in the day, if you can get your hands on this car, it already had a 5 lug swap. It had better shocks and struts. You swap this car with a V8, it wasn't sacrilegious back then. Now it is a little sacrilegious. What an ugly fucking front end. This one's tolerable. But back in the day, the 86 SVO Mustang, actually 0 to 60 time was quicker than the GT. Okay, so 7.5 seconds and the quarter mile in 15.5. Now let's look at the 86 Mustang. GT 0 to 60. And it was slower than 7.5, and I think slower than 15.5. 1986 Mustang. Oh, it doesn't say. It was a hunk of shit. Damn it. I'm probably not going to be able to find it. No. Apparently, the SVO is special. But anyway, let's not get too off kilter. But back then, the SVO was quicker than the V8, for sure. Tony Bolton says anything Fox body is trash. Then he puts a bumper, a push bar in his S550. He's got little winglets all over the fucking place. And he's got some bubble ass wheels. And it's guard green. But Fox bodies are trash. E-Rock says, yes, it was way faster. They are now dropping the new 2.3 Ecoboost in them. That's not bad. Because the 2.3 modern Ecoboost was better than the old one. An SVO with a 2.7 Eco swap would be pretty rad. Again, if this channel does cool shit and makes good money, and I buy a racetrack, I will start doing cool shit to old Fox bodies just to bring it back. Nobody's doing that. Nobody is doing that. Nobody. I know the Fox cast is doing Coyote swap stuff and Godzilla swap stuff. To me, okay, do your thing. I want to do cool shit with weird Mustangs. The Danimal said the 88 Roush 351 twin turbo Mustang GT, they made a few, but it wasn't really a production car. I did see it. I think they were all red. And Roush, I did see it in the museum. Roush has a museum, and that Mustang is there. A twin turbo Roush 1988 Roush twin turbo Mustang. The ZR1 killer. Oh yeah, look at this. Oh, look at this. The Danimal. You are my spirit animal. Look at this Mustang back in 88. SVO, Special Vehicle Operations, commissioned the car. They had learned about Chevrolet's plans to introduce the Corvette ZR1. Rumors of the price of the new Corvette variant were about $60,000. It was rumored to be one of the fastest production cars, SVO. We built the car in a very short period. To save time, the engine wasn't dynoed, but 375, 390 was a conservative rating. It had a T56 supposedly. The teardown revealed 6 teeth, so it was ripping up T5s, which we knew about back in the day. It ran a low 12-second quarter mile. It couldn't hook up into the 2.3 shift. Twin turbo Mustangs back in the day were being built. That was like the coolest shit. Again, cars that you can respect, but you see often. That's not one of them. Fuck, it's early as fuck, says King B. Push bar to get the Lund cars out of the way because you can't beat them. That means you're behind them. Tony, full bolt on. If you're trying to beat a Lund car, get in front of them. And you don't need a push bar. You're behind them. You're trying to pit maneuver them. Do you know what I'm saying? Black Cobra 95 says, I've seen an EcoBoost Fox swap make 400 plus and got over 30 miles a gallon. That's cool. Yeah, EcoBoost can make good power. Once you start leaning on them and you think you're going to end up making like 500-600, that's when you're sadly mistaken. Foxcast needs to learn how to shit. Needs a driver mod. Oh, a horse named Dollar. A horse named Dollar says, Foxcast needs to learn how to shift. Needs a driver mod swap. I have to agree with that. I definitely have to agree with that. Build a Power Stroke Fox with a shitload of torque. No thanks. What do you prefer, a hatch or a notch? Notch, always. Always a notch. Notch owners look down at hatch owners with their monocle like, you peasant. Like, you have a hatch. Notch owners back in their day were pompous. Because if you had a notch, that was kind of like the thing to have, and it was like, ooh, a notch. GTs to me were still better looking than a notch, but heavier. You got a notch to go racing. You didn't get a notch to look good. You did it just to go fast. Classic Mustang, period. Built, not bought. Shut the fuck up. You know, I hate people. They say built, not bought, as if that is better than. So wait a minute. I busted my ass. Look, I've built vehicles. The Fairmont. We've gone through the whole process. That is a built, not bought car. Fuck that car. That car fucking sucks to drive. It's stupid. Section hate. I bought it because it was built by Power by the Hour, and I can just go vroom, drive it, and it drives good. Built, not bought is what peasants and broke motherfuckers say to basically hide their insecurity that someone was able to afford a high-end vehicle. When I see a guy in a high-end Mustang or a high-end vehicle or a fast car, I go, good for you, buddy. Good for you. You made it. Good for you. I wish I was you because I don't want to wrench on cars. I don't want to bust my knuckles. I don't want to fucking do oil changes. I don't want to do anything. Why do I have to do it? Because I'm a broke bitch. So the guys that say built, not bought, most of the time are broke ass bitches. Would you drive an all-wheel drive EcoBoost S550 if they started to produce? Absolutely. Corn Pop F-150. If they made a built, robust bottom end S550 all-wheel drive hybrid, absolutely. 2021 Mach or 2021 Explorer ST? Who cares? That's a stupid comparison. What kind of bat is that on the box? It is a Stealth, old BESR. This is the bat. This bat was made illegal. Now it's BB core. But these bats back in the day were the ball was coming out of this guy at 100+ miles an hour and killing people. So it's a BESR bat. They got rid of that shit and they made BB core the rating now. But yeah, those bats you can't get anymore. Cerberus 1320 says, Alex, this is great content. Thank you very much. I don't even change my wheels. Exactly. I have a 70R code. Sick. It's not like he hasn't proved that he can build something. Built not bought is invalid here. Sometimes a deal is just too good to pass up. Exactly. People can't say anything about built not bought. The red car, I bought it built, deconstructed it. Now I'm redoing it, NA, a build, just a progression. The Fairmont, complete coyote swap, UPR suspension, rear end, torque boxes, a little tub action in the back, fuel system that I did myself, blow reporting, this and this and that. It is not better. It is not better or more satisfying to drive because I built it. It's just more of a pain in the fucking ass because I know everything about the car. The GT500 that I bought, trust me, every time I turn that bitch on, I go, thank God I didn't have to do a goddamn thing to this car, but buy it. I would buy a McLaren 720 right now. Built, not bought. Bought, not built. Who cares? It can go 9s with a small tune, and I can get the bitches, and it's a fucking McLaren. Oh, but that's gay. It's better to have a 82 T-top with a 4-barrel, 4-speed, 7.5 beefed up with welded spider gears and Ford Racing axles. Those guys are so insecure that they convince themselves, they do the mental gymnastics that their shit's better because they built it. Shut the fuck up. Stupid. Fairmont is tomorrow's Fairmont is tomorrow's Toyotas after it's crushed. Exactly. Those bats were the bomb, literally. They not only did they were hot, but they would crack and you would swing, you can crack that bat and it just like disintegrate because it was made out of like carbon fiber bat. It has like carbon fiber weave here. If you look closely, it's got carbon fiber shit, It was a badass motherfucker back in the day, dude. This was a bad bitch back in the day for those that know. That makes you a ricer. Midnight Express or built or a built John boat. I don't know what a John boat is. I just have to look at that. Welded diff. Yeah, Cal Van Tassel. Welded diff. They weld the spider gears. Weld them together to make it a spool to lock the two wheels. It's not a limited slip differential anymore. It is now like locked like a spool. Alex, how can we send you cash outside of super chats? Look, this is the peasant chat. If you want to send something to the channel, if you look at some of the previous description on the videos, there's PayPal info, I don't even like saying that shit's on there, but if you want to support the channel, buy the merch and watch the videos. You don't have to donate to the channel. I appreciate it, brother. About a 2022 20202 GT500 should have saved up for McLaren. Garage Junkie, I think you should have bought a red eye. I think you should have bought a red eye or a Demon because for the money, you can go 8s or bottom 9s a lot easier in a Demon or Charger than a GT500. The only thing GT500 owners can say above and beyond Challenger and other owners is the handling. The GT500 will outhandle the shit out of that. But again, we live in the US. We don't give a fuck about road racing. No one cares. Like literally no one cares. Porsche Turbo be the move. What brand header should I get for my 17 GT? Again, I'm an Ultimate Header guy. I love Ultimate Header. They're freaking good people. If you don't know who Ultimate Header are, they support the channel. They're great people. If you can't swing an Ultimate Header, you can do Cook's American Racing Stainless Works. Only morons weld diffs. You'd be surprised how many morons weld diffs. I know, I agree, but you'd be surprised how many people do that. Do you think a Tremec 3160 that's in the new Mach 1 is going to make it in the GT? I hope not, because the 3160 transmission, get ready guys, is weaker than the MT82. Bet me on that shit. I wonder how much Demons are selling for. You know what? I think Dodge Demons are still getting, they're one of those vehicles, the Danimal, that started at like 6 figures and is going up. It's one of those vehicles that is going up in value. Let me see. I don't think Dodge Demons are like really a deal right now. I think Dodge Demons are big money. Come on, hurry up, computer. Let's go. Yeah, look at this, the Danimal. Just a quick search on cars.com. $109,000 for a Dodge Challenger SRT Demon Gray. What a great color. Woo! Again, 18 used Dodge Demon Green, $109,000. 18 white, $95,000. 145? What the fuck? Are you on crack, dude? Holy shit. 121. 154. Yo, these guys are legit. This motherfucker, take that off. This motherfucker is smoking. But again, this is why those cars, wow, look at the prices, guys. Holy shit. Dude. Oh my God. That's unbelievable. Cars.com is on crack, dude. But it's one of those vehicles that is going up. It's crazy. What are your thoughts on that guy Marin on YouTube? He's got huge rally racing vibes. No, I don't know anything about that guy Marin. Kyle Van Tassel says, just because you cannot make a turn doesn't mean Ford didn't become legendary at road racing. Who cares about legendary road racing and Steve Schleckenberg? No one cares about road racing and Steve Schleckenberg. No one cares. I can probably outturn your stupid shit. I love how people talk this shit. They go, just because you can't turn a fucking car, get us a neutral vehicle, some Miata ass shit, and when I beat you, or at least come close, and if you're an expert, you know how many expert road racers I've driven with, and I'm like, you don't know how to fucking drive. You just know how to road race. A lot of people think that drag racing is by and large easy. Stick shift drag racing is fucking hard. But I love that road racers think, well, I'm better than you because I road race. Then I get in the vehicle with it and I'm like, you fucking suck. What's saving you in this road race venture is the car. The car has all the nannies and it saves you from fucking chucking it into the wall and spinning out. I love people that think that because I drag race that I can't fucking turn. Get me in a neutral vehicle. I will fuck your shit up. I will fuck your shit up. And then you got nothing to say. Oh, at least I built my vehicle. Shut the fuck up. I hate people like that. I'm a road racer. I'm a real driver. How come you haven't made it anywhere? You stupid ass motherfucker. You just stupid ass local event having ass. The fuck out of here. I have championships, the Wall House. Cool, Kyle Van Tassel. Let's set it up. Get a neutral vehicle you've never driven, like a shit ass Miata, and I guarantee I'm within a half second of your fucking lap times. I was about to say a derogatory word. Stick racing is hard? Yeah, Kyle, stick racing is hard. I mean, you can do it, right? Anybody can do it. And then they go to a track and they bog on the hit. They can't shift the gears fast because it's all about speed, hand-eye. They go, stick racing is hard? I turn. I wear gloves and I road race and I will fuck your shit up and I never road race. I guarantee it. Arturo Morcios loves it. Autocross having ass. Exactly. A lot of people are like, oh, you know, I'm an autocross. I'm a real driver. I built a spec derp Sherpa Ferp for the good guys show at the Kerpa Derpa Sherpa Ferp. And then, okay, then you should be able to drag race a vehicle. Here you go. They're at the line, stick shift. They can't do a burnout. They're like, you don't know how to do burnout? Well, where's the line lock? Line lock? Line lock? I thought you were a driver. Sit there and do a burnout with a stick shift car. And then they're at the line. Vroom, vroom, vroom. That's how I already know that you don't know how to drive for shit. When you're at the line going, I'm like, there goes that 60-foot, you non-driving motherfucker, road racing having ass, cone motherfucker. I love these autocrossers that talk all that shit, and then when it comes time to prove what it's all about, they can't hang. Ashley Fox. Oh, Steve Saleen is the only one talking about when it comes to road racing. Steve Saleen was about that life. He won a race. I mean, he's like, there are some legit guys that build cars and race cars, Cal Shelby being one of them back in the 60s, and I get that. But by and large, more people build a car and then just go, meh, because honestly, you don't have to prove anything anymore. You don't have to prove anything anymore on social media. You just build a car, go on the dyno, make 1,100 wheel. All of a sudden, you're a fucking badass. But when it comes time to prove that you're a badass, nobody really can. Kyle Van Tassel says, this new culture you're talking about is you. You have 3 fucking... Why do you put Kyle Van Tassel? Why can't you just put Kyle Tassel or Derp? You should change your name to Derp. Fuck a brown-eyed challenger, ugly-ass piece of shit, E-Rock says. Sean O'Day, shit, are they parking lot racers? Jason Fryberg. Road racers suck dick with their asshole. They do. They really do. Look, I think road racers... It's a skill. I get it. It's a skill. You learn it. It's great. But the moment they start saying they're better than drag racers, shh, please shut the fuck up. Please shut the fuck up. It's like saying a basketball player is better than a football. It's 2 different disciplines. But can I hang with you on a road course? Abso-fucking-lutely. Abso-fucking-lutely. Sub-Zero, absolutely. My 2 says, Kyle wants to know what flavor is hiding under your sack. He does. Kyle Von Gay, Derp. Just change your name to Derp. Because I'm Dutch, not a Mexican. Uh-oh! Racism, guys! Here we go! Racism because I'm Dutch. I'm not a stupid beaner taco having ass motherfucker like you. Beaner. I'm Dutch. Kyle Van Douchenberg. Kyle Douchenberg. Sucking dick with your asshole having ass. Because I'm not Mexican. Oh my God, what a fucking retard. I love how the truth comes out. Like when they show their ass, he officially showed his ass. Oh, I'm not Mexican. Oh, Kyle Van Derp. Oh shit. What a fucking asshole. The new Lady T. Johnson. Kyle Van Sherpa fuck. Kyle Van Snowflake. Kyle Von Dutch. Kyle Salty. Emmanuel Walker. Kyle, you sir just fucked up. Fuck out of here. Arturo Amorcillo was like, yo, I'm telling you, the moment I've seen a lot of people lose an argument and they go right to racism. Well, at least I'm not a Mexican. Oh, I'm sorry. You're right. You gotta love people that show their ass publicly. Picks up the twisted T. Smack me. I live right there. Smack me. Pah! I love that video. Kyle Von Ballsack, stop destroying the name Kyle. Kyle Brandon is telling Kyle, please stop. I'm not gonna get rid of him. This guy's great. He's so fucking stupid. It's not even funny. It isn't it spelled Dutch? Not only are you not Mexican, you're not smart either, says Mustang Douche. Kyle Van Hassel. Oh my God. Kyle Fag sucks donkey dicks Dutch. Oh man. Twisted Tea coming in hot. Oh shit. This is great. Okay, guys. Shit. I don't want to kick him out. I don't want to kick him out. You know, he's obviously showing his ass by saying, at least I'm not Mexican. You know what? Maybe you're not used to me having three names. Kyle Van Suck a Dick. Suck a Dick Van Suck a Dick Van Dickhole. But do you guys want him out of here? Let's take it. Let's put up a vote, because this is the fun part about the show, where we can just boot someone off the fucking channel and they're gone. So everyone who wants him gone, thumbs up if you want him gone. Thumbs up if you want him gone. Thumbs down if you don't want me to boot him. Thumbs up to boot him. Thumbs down not to boot him. Let's go. Oh, Michael Charlton wants to keep him here. Okay, Michael Charlton says keep him here. There we go. Oh, wait a little bit. Thumbs up to boot him. Thumbs down to keep him. Michael Charlton again wants to keep him. Okay, we'll keep him. He's coming in a little too high power with the racism. When he loses an argument, he comes in a little too high power with the racism.
Check this out, fool. You coming a little too high, too high.
Well, at least I'm not Mexican. You know, my name is Dutch. At least I'm not Mexican.
Stupid.
Okay, we got thumbs up, 3 thumbs down to stay, meaning not boot him. Khalid wants me to keep him. Jeffrey wants me to keep him. Jason Freiberg wants him gone. Puffin wants him gone. Boot, boot, boot. Wow, it's actually pretty close. Shit. I see more thumbs up than thumbs down, but it's close. Hunter Walker. I love you, Hunter Walker. All right. Well, Mr. Closet Racist Kyle Van Suck-a-Dick. I'm sorry, but it looks like, I don't know, it looks like pretty close. Wow, Ashley Fox wants him gone. Garage Junkie wants him gone. My Truth Slays. Okay, he gone. I'm sorry, he gotta go. Hey, Kyle Suck-a-Dick-hole. Just reply real quick so I can boot you. I don't want to scroll up. Holy shit. Pussy Pounder wants him gone. Chicago Racing Channel. Reverend Racing wants him to stick around. I think a lot of people are like double the votes. Fuck it. Let him stay. Oh shit. You know what? We'll give him a second chance. People want me to keep him because he says homie drives a base model Golf. Pussy Pounder wants him gone. Arturo Hermosillo doesn't like that he said some racist shit. That was good. Look at all the thumbs up. Keep ripping him. Oh my God. Jason Freiberg. Keep him in this. So much fun for a Sunday morning. All right, let's keep him in there. Thanks for voting, guys. Let's keep him in there. Let him keep showing his ass. Tony Full Bolton wants to keep him here to have him keep showing his ass. He literally said, "'Cause I'm Dutch, I'm not Mexican." Ooh. Oh, you're stupid. You just showed your ass, bro. Oh my God. This is bullshit. When talks racism, we're all Americans except maybe Dutch Von Gay. Swaggy T is get the F word out of here. Kick him out. Teabag time. LOL, a golf. All right, I gotta get him out of here because, you know, I accept a lot of things. And I am Hispanic and I make fun of my own. And that's fine. But when a guy comes in here and basically to say, hey man, at least I'm not a fucking Mexican. Hey, hold on. Now you've gone too far. It's a problem. So Kyle Van Suck-a-Dick, you are Ugo. Oh, this is great. This is great. I love it. He's gone. Guys, he's gone. Just to get him out of here because we're not going to put up with any racism. I mean, I'll be racist against my own type. That's okay. That's acceptable. Not even the R. This guy has to be TSI, bro. Best coffee trash talk Sunday ever. Reminds me when I was in the army. Pulling his boyfriend's man bun while fucking in the hatchback GTI. Oh shit. Oh my God, I'm sweating. Dutch Von Cook did cross that line. Everyone's roasting the shit out of him. He loves a good Dutch oven. Him and his boyfriend. Keep him. I love razzing him. He's gone. Alex, where can I buy a differential housing loaded? I can only find normal GTs. What? What do you mean buy a housing loaded? Like with spool and everything? I don't think you can do that yet unless you can go to Ford Performance, but I don't think they offer that yet. Dutch Von Cook, he's gone. Dumpster Juice, Anthony McGinnis wanted him to stay. Ashley Fox says, Calvin, bitch, I'll be watching that Latina lesbian porn though. Are you Don Francisco now? Yeah, Don Francisco. Where is the guy with the trumpet? I forget his name, the guy with the trumpet. Oh man, pinche mama pinga Dutch. Alex loves Peasant Chat Sundays. Peasant Chat Sundays, again, no stress. We're just talking shit here. No money. I don't have to worry about the pay chat. The pay chat is on Tuesday. If you want to donate, that's fine, Tuesday. But the peasant chat, it's pretty lit. Dutch Von Penny Taster, Kyle Van Clit. Guys, these are great names. I love it. Von Dutch got the old pink sock. Alex is going to wet his pants. Look, when someone comes in and starts, I think he started off okay. He's like, welded diffs are dumb. Okay. And then he started saying only like real, I hate when road racers say, oh, drag racers are stupid, even though the vast majority of Americans and the world gives a shit about 0 to 60 times, quarter mile times. We're drag racers. That's what we like. And then I make fun of his name and he's like, well, at least I'm not Mexican. It's like, okay, here we go. Oh my God. Dutch Von Karen. Hey man, all cultures and peoples are great. Fuck him. 100%. Look, I make fun of Mexicans but I do it in a very joking way because my family's from Puerto Rico and I love just razzing Mexicans. But you don't hear me say like really make fun of anyone else, right? You don't hear me like go off on Asian people. I know it's mostly Mexicans. And he just went, oh, Alex does it? Then it's okay for me to do it. Actually, it's not. Can I get another tune? Email incoming from Kyle. Exactly. Oh, we've had that happen. We've had people that have left Lund Racing for whatever reason. Maybe they think we're nickel and diming them too much. I had a customer say that. You nickel and dime me too much. You mean we get paid for the service that we provide? I know a lot of people that say some crazy shit like, well, I've had 2 cars tuned by you. Can I get a discount on the third? I go, wait a minute. You go to a restaurant 4 times. Do they give you a discount because you go there? Oh, I see you here. I saw you here last week. Here's a discount on this $100 steak. No. New car, new tune. You make fun of everyone and we get it. It's funny. This guy was just straight racist. Dutch Von Lick my nuts. Giving this F word too much airtime. Go off on white people. I do every day. Every day, Tony. You're pretty tasteful, and funny the way you joke about people. Look, I never come across derogatory or mean-spirited. I just basically, make fun. Kringy Star says, everyone knows about the unspoken beef between Mexicans and Puerto Ricans. Okay, that's news to me. There's unspoken beef between Puerto Ricans and Dominicans. I don't know that there's any unspoken beef between Mexicans and Puerto Ricans, but maybe I'm like such a white Puerto Rican that I don't know that there's beef, right? I bet Kyle has a stimulus check on a Cold Air and a Bama tune. He's going to have to at this point. Hey, Alex, I'm new to modifying cars. Is it necessary to do oil pump gears on a full for bolt-on car, 350 manifold, and ambient air intake? Oh, he listens to this channel. No. In my opinion, oil pump gears don't need to be done at all naturally aspirated. Just woke up and went a little hard last night. Good morning, Joe Daniel. You mean Lund doesn't have to buy a 10th tune? You mean doesn't have a buy the 10th tune revision, get the 11th free card? Yeah, it's like lunch cards where we punch them. I go, oh, you bought 10 tunes? Well, on the 10th and you punch it in, we give you a free one. No, fuck no. Kyle Brandon says, making a motherfucker want to change his name. LOL, me. Garrett Solase. Good morning, Alex. Love your channel. I have a 2010 GT500. Car is currently tuned by a dead rat. Am I able to switch over to an N-Gauge from Lund? Is there anything else I will need? Now, Garrett Solus. If your car has like a TVS, like a Ford Racing Performance package, or like a Ford Blow or something like that, the car doesn't have wide bands. And as a remote tuner, we need some way of reading air-fuel ratio. So if you get an N-Gauge, save a little money and get yourself a ZT2 package also with the N-Gauge. Yes, we continue with the N-Gauge as is. If the car is not highly modified, stock blower, JLT cold air, or PMAS, boom, here you go. But if you got cams, Ford Racing blower, big throttle body, big cold air, E85, big injectors, I'm going to want to see air fuel ratio. And the Zatronics ZT2 package, and if you go here, actually, if you go to Lund Racing, you can't order it now because I think everything's closed down. I think you can order some stuff, but if you go to the Lund Racing website and you have an older vehicle, right? You have an older vehicle, like a 07 to 09, 07 to 10 GT500, and you just type in ZT2 up here, it should take you Or Zatronics. Oh, it says we're closed. Damn, they're legit closed. I can't even look it up. Damn. See you later, guys. That's what's up. See you later. But if you look up the ZT2 package, the Zatronics ZT2 package, once the website opens up again, because we can't ship anything right now. Oh, it's closed there too. I'm looking for it. ZT2, wideband O2. So, okay, this is another website that has this. Okay, so this is, once our website gets turned on again, we'll have this up again. So the ZT2 package, along with the N-Gauge, this reads air fuel ratio, and you can analog it into the back of the N-Gauge. And you'll be able to tune your car just like we tune Coyote cars. So if you have a 2010, 07 to 10 GT500, because in 2011 they had widebands, you should be able to get tuned no problem, regardless of the mods on the vehicle. And those nine of those, okay. Hey Alex, how come Gen 2 rev hangs when oil temp is in the cold? Once oil temps are normal, rev hang disappears. Rev hang? You mean like when you're upshifting? Or, I mean, the car's trying to warm up. Again, let the car warm up. Like, what is people's beef about turning a car on and immediately taking off and complaining how the car is acting until it's warmed up? Let the car warm up. It's trying to achieve proper operating temperature. So the idle is high, depending on ambient temp, depending on oil coolant temp, it stays high. Once everything is operating properly, it brings it down to a normal idle. But some people want to get in their car, clutch in, and just go. Cold. Alex, why is my engine rattle when it's cold? No. Just let the car warm up, please. Kyle Brandon hit me up. What's he doing? Jesus Christ, stop it. Kyle Brandon sending money to her brother. That's exactly what I'm going to do on my 07 GT500 this winter in Detroit. Already have Luntune 700 horsepower, but I'd like to go 85 and avoid a dyno. Exactly. Stupid, says Batchy. Speed is money, and how fast you want to go. How much money do you have? Exactly. Yeah, speed is money, and anybody with money can go fast. That's kind of the name of the game when it comes to motorsports. It's not about talent. It's about how much money you got. Talent, other aspects like other types of racing. But in terms of you just want to go straight and fast and an automatic Mustang, you're good to go. Garage Junkie says, on my London Engage, I have a signal display set for you, AAT, baby. Yeah, you can change the names to whatever. I remember one time I changed the name to Ass and Steam just to be an asshole. I always start my car with 10 minutes before I leave. Exactly. Hey, I know you guys are not tuning SN95 anymore. If I Coyote swap it, can I still get a tune for that? Absolutely, Mr. Steele. You always wait for it to go to temp before you drive it. People worry too much. Alex got the eye twitch going. Dude, I'm telling you, people are like, hey, can you adjust on the car? I'm like, what's wrong? When I turn it on and it's cold and I take off right away, it idles really high. The transmission shifts weird and it makes a rattling sound. I'm like, sell your car, man. Sell your fucking car. James Volker says, Fairmont, what axles do you have in the Fairmont? What UPR lower control arm brackets are on it? I have no control arm brackets. I need a relocation bracket system for the Fairmont so that I can get the proper bar angle for the lower control arms. Everything, it's in its stock location. I have UPR non-spherical uppers. I have spherical lowers. I have an UPR Pro anti-roll bar, but I definitely need to bring the bar angle proper. So I need relocation brackets in the back, but they have to get welded in. And that's like another $1,500 fucking dollars between parts and labor that I'm just not looking to spend on the Fairmont right now. Rev hang is normal when cold. I usually go slower on the clutch lever, and it works fine after you see coolant temp get a little warm, and the hang will be gone. It's normal. It is normal, but the people go, why does it happen? Because the car is trying to achieve a certain oil temp and a certain coolant temp. Team D makes a good kit. Yeah, again, it's got to get welded in, and it's like $1,500 worth of work, part included. I potentially have to take the diff out. That's work. That's a lot of fucking work. I don't want to do that kind of work. So if I got to pay someone to do it, it's going to be like a $1,500 bill. Hey, Alex, how come every time I floor my car when the oil isn't warmed up, it sends a rod through the moon? Fat but fast. Sebra says, I sent you a Christmas present. You did? I don't see anything here. Can you tune the nannies? Okay, good. Oh my God, I'm getting blown up here. Mine has drone because of the cheap X-Pipe. I learned my lesson in getting Corsa now. Michael Charlton says to Hunter Walker, I understand that, but the money spent in nitrous is for safety features, doesn't make the car any faster. He's right. Did you get the Fairmont 60 to 130 in the 4s yet? Yes, Islander. There's a video. It went 490, and you can hear in the video I let off just early. But now I'm having issues. I think it's still belt alignment, or the black belt is just shredding. And it is not misaligned. It's just staying in the groove, but maybe the tensioner doesn't have enough tension on D-cell, and it causes a lot of this bullshit, and the belt just goes to shit. So I'm going to wait for the Gates heavy duty. This is the belt I need. I'm going to get it coming next week. It was on a stock order, so I have 2 of these coming, and then I'll do more 60 to 130 hits in the Fairmont. Everyone thinks they're an American Idol till it's time to audition. Thumbs up. This dick and the booty have an ass. So it's cheaper, but not by much. Okay. I'm just getting into the first Coyote Mustang. 13 GT track pack, 6-speed. Only have cat delete. Not sure if it's tuned. Bought it used. Where do I start for 500 rear wheel horsepower, reliable, only street driven? Everything you said was retarded. Everything you said was really retarded. 500 rear wheel horsepower out of a Gen 1? And then reliable, only street driven. So why do you want 500 rear wheel horsepower if you want it to be reliable? So you need cams. You need a Cobra Jet. You might need better springs to be able to zing that RPM to 8,100, which then makes it unreliable because you got to zing it really high to make 500 rear wheel horsepower. You got to run E85, which means you got to have E85 in your area. 500 rear wheel horsepower out of a Gen 1 requires everything to be fully bolted on, full bolt on, everything. And then it becomes less reliable because you got to zing it higher and you got to run E85. Come on, man. Come on. That's a crazy sentence right there. It drives me crazy when I see motherfuckers in videos that start their shit immediately, start jumping on the throttle and revving it to the moon. I have a customer that the car made 490 wheel. The car runs great, drives great, great mannerisms. But when he revs it to 7,000 RPMs in neutral, it comes down in steps. It goes, and he hates that. And I'm like, why are you revving it to 7,000? That's the complaint? Like, I'm looking in the ticket system dumbfounded. I'm like, that's the complaint? That's the complaint? Car runs good, drives good, gaps people, make good power. But when you neutral rev it to 7,000 RPMs, it comes down not so smooth. And I have to adjust that? No, thank you. Can you discuss what's changing the tune going to 85, target AFRs and timing? Target AFRs or target AFRs? Target AFRs is the car is always achieving a watt lambda. These Coyote cars always are looking to achieve a watt lambda. Not AFRs. Forget AFRs, take AFR out of your shit. So if I target 0.85 lambda, Ford stock commands like 0.81 lambda, naturally aspirated, pump gas. And then on alcohol or ethanol, we command like 0.85 lambda at wide open throttle. And then we change the stoic, and then we do a couple other things so the car starts really well. A couple of proprietary things, but mainly the stoic of the fuel and the target wide open throttle lambda. And a couple other neat tricks in there to make it perform better. I keep looking at those headers and I can't wait for you to turbo something. That costs money. It's a nice set, and it's probably going to end up being the Fairmont, to be honest with you. The more I think about it, once the Fairmont runs 850 or quicker, blower gone, for sale, and time to turbo the Fairmont. What converter do you recommend if I'm swapping the 4R200 about 800 wheel horsepower for a Paxton? That's a dumb thing to do. The 4R200 at 800 wheel? You're going to hate it. Unless you put 410s in the sucker or 373s. The gear set on a 4R200, it's only good when you're making like 1100 wheel. Why not stay 6R80? Like complete 6R80, 6 gears. I don't understand why you would go 4R200 with 800 wheel. That's low power for that kind of trans. But if you insist, you put 373s in the back, get yourself a 3C converter. That's going to help. You revving in neutral is a little too high power. Can you explain the E85 condensation from the Fairmont in each catch can and how that happens? water. So E85. What's his name? Hydro. There's a name. Hydro. E85 is a fuel that attracts a lot of water. There's a name for that. I had a customer of mine tell me, ask me exactly that question. What I ended up doing is I ended up basically sending him an article so he can understand what that really means. But Chase Delia, actually, in Australia, what they do is they definitely, he says they put block heaters in the cars to keep everything warm. So, where is he? No, he's talking about spiders. He loves to fucking chit chat. Have you heard? It's E85. I'll look it up. Oh, someone already had it here. Attracts water. So, 4 things you need to know about ethanol fuel. And I'll try to explain it as best I can. Okay, here we go. Let's see if this helps. Let's see if this helps right here. Ethanol absorbs water. Being highly hygroscopic, ethanol will enable whatever fuel it's blended with to absorb more water. Water in the fuel is rarely a good thing and causes a number of problems for the equipment that uses that fuel. One of the big problems is a tendency that is called phase separation, which relates to the fact that E10, which is pump gas, or E15 ethanol blend can only absorb so much water. If the ethanol fuel absorbs too much water, the phase separation occurs and the ethanol comes out of a solution with the gasoline. Essentially, the mixture breaks apart. When this happens, it destroys the quality of that gasoline and strips away a good amount of the octane rating of that fuel. If you end up with poor quality gasoline and a layer of water and gasoline at the bottom of your fuel tank, that can cause damage to your engine if it's sucked up into the combustion chamber and not your fuel. Now, a lot of people read that and they freak the fuck out. They go, oh, E85 and water. Guys, I have been on E85 for 3 years on all 3 of my vehicles. Never had an issue. As long as you run E85 consistently, a lot. You don't just let it sit forever, because if you let E85 sit for 5 months, and somewhere that it's absorbing a lot of water, a highly humid atmosphere, you best believe that is now like E40, E40, like the rapper, and contaminated with water. But if you drive the vehicle a lot, it's not going to be a problem. No, the Gen 1 Coyote is not junk. It's just not going to make 500 real horsepower and be reliable. Can you autocross with a 10R80? Yes, Matt Jones. I've seen a lot of guys that were able to autocross with a 10R80 and a performance package Mustang, and it does really well. You leave it in sport mode, it does a really good job. Morning, Alex. I don't have much 85 in my area, and I got a 14 TVS, 2300, 82mm Poly Coyote Gen 1 manual. What's your take on meth injection? Not a fan if you want to use it for cooling and octane, but I'm not going to lean out the calibration to account for the meth. So you can spray as much as you want, but I'm not going to do anything in the tune to account for it, because if you run out and it's lean and it pops, you're going to blame me. Needs to be airtight or even under a vacuum if stored. Steve Brazel, E85. He's right. Did you see that dude get smacked by T? Yes, of course we saw the dude get smacked by T. It's getting close to getting time to get out of here. It's an hour and 22 minutes in. It's been a great show. We booted a racist. We absolutely booted a racist. So it was a good time. Runs out of gas, uses only water bottle full of water to get me to the gas station. Someone said angiospasmatic. Sounds like what your vagina does when it has an orgasm. So why is 500 horsepower retarded? Because you said reliable. Right? Naturally aspirated Gen 1 Coyotes to be able to achieve 500, which I don't know of any that have done that with a stock bottom end and stock heads. You would need to port everything. You need to run an exotic fuel. You need to rev it really high to achieve that number, which makes it not so reliable. I don't understand how you don't get that sentence. Voodoo with a 6R80. That's not soon. I still have to make sure the car runs a 10 as it sits, and then I'll be probably selling that Coyote, selling that Coyote because it's pretty good. Or just twin. I don't want to twin turbo that. Honestly, I just want to keep it NA for now. Have you heard about the new 6.8 Windsor for 2022? Yep, I've heard about it. They talked about it potentially being in the F-150. Mustang rumors, I don't think it'll end up in the Mustang, but I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised if it ended up in the Mustang But the 7.3 Godzilla is not ending up in the Mustang. I don't care what anyone says. From the factory. Have you ever used Gates RPM belts? Yes. It's basically the Napa green belt. Same shit. Literally the same shit. Okay, look at this. Right? Napa, right? Gates. It's a Gates belt. It's literally the same thing. It's literally the Micro V Napa is a Gates belt. It's literally the same thing. Don't let anyone tell you different. I want to squabble with Kyle, says Alex Vallejo. I want to get mine 500 NA stick. Oh, good luck with that. The rods in the Gen 1 are weak. Due to this hydroscopic nature, E85 attracts moisture from the air. The end result is a buildup of water in the fuel system. There you go. Khalid Al-Azemi. 10R80, 06R80, 1300, railway horsepower, road racing Mustang, planning to buy one. What do you pick? A manual. Khalid Al-Azemi. If you're going to roll race, a manual. 1300 horsepower. 1300 horsepower. If you're going to pick one of those two transmissions, it'll be a 6R80. Terminator Coyote says, I love the new Gen 3. Quarter miles, time stock, running 12.5 in the streets using the Draggy. Very nice. That's pretty good. Okay, I understand not reliable, but what's realistic on pump gas? On pump gas? 420, 430. 420, 430. Basically what stock Gen 3s are doing. Any rentals coming up down here? I don't think so. I'd love to be able to go to rental, take the Fairmont to the rental. Gates have great belts. Exactly. Ecoboost drivers are not Mustang drivers. Killer Coyote says the rings will touch together before the rods break 9 out of 10 times. He's not wrong. People don't want to pay $9,000 for the diesel option, so they made the 7.3 now. You're right. And again, that's exactly what I said in the video. But you know what people heard? People heard me say the motor sucks. And I'm like, wow, you guys, you're listening. Again, Mustang guys and Ford guys in general, by and large, are fucking retarded. They're stupid. They heard my video about the 7.3 and heard the motor sucks. No, I said that motor is not going to end up in a Mustang from the factory. Will it end up in swaps? Sure. Will it end up in race cars? Sure. It's a 7.3. People are going to dump that shit in anything. Do I think it's cool? No, it's 7.3 liters. It's huge. It's tall as fuck. Packaging's a pain in the ass. It's probably going to fit well in S197 Mustangs. So if you have an old S197 Mustang laying around and you want to dump a 7.3 in it with a glide and whatever, once Ford comes out with a control pack, because that's the only way Lund Racing is going to tune it. If Ford comes out with a control pack, I don't care about any other system, because remotely we have to be able to access it and flash it. And the only way we're going to do that is with a Ford Racing control pack. And no, I'm not going to build one. Look, again, I'm trying to get away from Ford. To be honest with you. The more I fuck with Mustang shit and the more Mustang owners become racers, the less I want to be involved with Ford stuff. What'd you get for Christmas? I didn't get shit for Christmas. Great show today. Laughed my ass off. Thank you, Jason Friedberg. Thank you very much. If they put it in a Mustang, I'm not buying it. I want the 5.0. I want a 3.5 EcoBoost hybrid all-wheel drive Mustang that makes 700 wheel with the electric motor and 700 foot-pounds of torque and runs 10s from the factory. That's cool. They'll never do that. I recently switched from a 16 Mustang to a Challenger Hellcat, and I really like the quality of y'all's tunes. Does Lund have any plans to support Mopars? War Yacht, I might. If the channel does well, I'll get myself into a red eye and I'll see. I don't think the Lunds are looking to get into that market, but to say yes to some of that market, I think will be a smart thing. I don't know if Dodge has wide bands in it, so I'd have to get my hands on one, just like I did with the 19 Mustang manual, and do all of the vetting on my end to see what we can support, what we can do remotely, what mods make sense. So that's something to look out for the future if the channel does well. Coyote engine is top shit, period. Yes, but I mean, people are sucking that Godzilla dick so hard. I wish the Lund tuned a 7.3. My brother has a 250 with a 7.3 tuned by someone else. Let him get tuned by someone else. Keep that market. Have at it, buddy. Have at it. We'll do the fast shit. We didn't do trucks until Manuel and Brian Luna. When those two guys started fucking with trucks, that's when we started paying attention to trucks. And all of a sudden, we tune the fastest shit. So let the people that tune 7.3s tune 7.3s. If it becomes a thing and Lund Racing goes, hey, that's a thing, Lund Racing will do the proper vetting, tune the vehicle, and we'll just end up being the best at that. Trust me, It's only if there's meat on the bone. We are a business. We're not going to tune something for clout. We're going to tune something for money, and we're going to vet the tune if there's a lot of people that want the tunes. I want an all-wheel drive front electric and twin turbo Coyote power rear. Exactly. 1,000 rear wheel horsepower stock naturally aspirated. 1,000 rear wheel horsepower stock naturally aspirated. Okay. Should I buy a used sleeve Coyote or buy a 5.0 and have it sleeved? I'd buy a new one. I don't trust any used engines ever. Steve Brazell, Ford was losing their ass with the 6.2s in the fleet market. They were 100%. How about a factory twin turbo 5.0 like they did in the Cobra Jet? Yeah, but that was like a one-off race car. I never even made it to production. What's the best way to switch from E85 tune to back to 93 tune? Honestly, the best way to do it, in my opinion, is this. Do this. This is the best way to switch if you don't want to use the flex tune. On the E85R tune, get as low as possible on fuel. As low as possible. And if you have an N gauge, this is the trick. Go to the pump. Fill up with pump gas. Stay on the E85 tune. Monitor short-term fuel trims live. Turn the car on the E85 tune with 93 in the tank. And once the trims start to go rich, shut the car off. Switch over to the 93 tune. Turn the car on. That means all of the E85 made it through the pump, through the lines, through the injectors, and now pump gas pushed the E85 out of the way. And now you're burning pump gas. So the moment the trims start to turn, bam, shut the car off, switch over to the 93 tune. Or you just load the flex tune. Load the flex tune, and when you get low, fill up with 93. The first startup is going to be funky until it learns the ethanol content in the pump gas. It goes from E85 to E10 or E30, and you're good to go. But the way I do it is I get low on one fuel, turn it on with the same tune. Once the short trims start to turn rich, I shut the car off, load the 93 tune, and go on my way. Should I stay with the 302? I'm not trying to make crazy power, but I drive it quite a bit. I don't know the question. Oh, I have a 65 Mustang and I got a 302 out of a 95 and I'm planning on building it. Yeah, stay with the 302 if you're not looking to go big power stuff. Any thought on a turbo Coyote running a build 4R70 trans, manual valve body? I've seen it happen. It can do it, but there are power limitations and RPM limitations to that trans. So you're going to be rebuilding that trans, in my opinion, at like 1,000 wheel pretty often. The pump by me reads E90 and it has issues starting on the flex tune. So it just happens. I mean, all the time. If it has issues starting on the flex tune all the time, Milton Perez, once we come back from vacation, let us know and we can throw some more crank fuel at it and it'll be a happy car. Okay, an hour and 32. I'm out of here. Thank you for 400 people. 400 people tuning into the Peasant Chat on a Sunday. I really appreciate anyone that tunes in on this. And again, I turned off the super chats so that we can just concentrate on the Peasant Chat. It was a fun show. It went by really, really quick and I appreciate it. So I'll be back Tuesday with the regular chat. We'll talk some more shit on Mustang stuff. And I might release another video. I might go today and do a draggy hit on the red car because it's like 60 degrees outside. So I'm going to go up to that concrete spot way out there and do 60-foot stuff because I don't want to get caught doing 130 again. So if I do 60-foot stuff, meaning do better than a 170 on the street, with some pimp juice or skinny sauce or dead hook, I'll bring you guys some video and hopefully take some video from the outside because a lot of you were asking a lot to get videos from the outside. So I'll try to make that happen somehow with a tripod situation and go from there. So anyway, thanks for tuning in on this Sunday. I'll catch you guys.